continue of light where I was stuck last time. I had to jump off. I wanted to play another game, whatever. But anyway, this in a while. I even forgot how to turn my axe. But anyway, so when you get to this part right here, before you enter in here, centerpiece right there on the dial, it'll drop down this crystal. You pick this crystal up. There's different places you can put it. I think I had put it here and got. And then we're just gonna freestyle it, alright? So I might be stuck a little bit here and there, but either way, we're gonna try to figure this out because with this crystal, we gotta find a way to unlock a different area of this level to exit this realm. So I'm assuming that those little portals right there is some type of puzzle. I think there's something that's gonna appear that you're gonna have to read and break a code or something, so we'll figure it out. Anyway, if you're coming through, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also, like the stream right away, leave a comment. We'll try to figure this puzzle out. This dude, also his son right here, certain areas he stands.
You gonna carry that everywhere?
I just might.
So, let's see how it goes.
Oh look, the blue door that's not a door.
And a sand bowl.
But how do you expect me to reach it?
And then those lighted up tree vines or branches or whatever you want to call them. You gotta hit all of those at one time.
What does this mean?
See.
Remember
Hey,
the shape.
Bryce, what up?
Yeah,
dog?
I know.
What's going on with you, man? Yeah, me and BK was just we were in a party chat. I think we were on GTA running heists and shit. We were like, man, we gotta get Rice back on here, man. Have some fun. I'm just running some God of War for a little bit, switch it up. Then I'm gonna go do some preps. And I don't know. I want to play some Uncharted, but we'll see what's up. I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of this realm right here. So I know I gotta take out them things right there. Let's see. We can try this. Ah, missed the other one. How do you get that? He said chillin' major already. I seen that. I was mad about I missed it. And thanks for the invite. Oh yeah. I just randomly invited you because I figured you was busy, right? Because we haven't invited you to a session in a minute.
Now where do we go from here?
But I said, yeah, I figured that you was probably streaming or something. Because we're on every day, right? Sometimes more than others. Like we get on every day. Sometimes I only chill for an hour and a half, 2 hours, right? Because I'm living further away from work now, so. And then weekends, of course, I try to get 1 or 2 streams in. And BK went to work this morning, so he'll probably be jumping on this evening. Excuse me. I want to run up some more preps too. Get some heists ready. Have some fun.
Can we go already?
Boy. Okay. So we gotta hit all 3 of these. That tree in the front is what I gotta be able to get that one too. So let's try to go about right here. Oh shit, I did it. Alright, so that's how you do it, guys. You gotta get all 3 in one shot, so that's how you do that there. And then I probably gotta put that crystal in that spot. what you got planned for today, Rice?
We've been standing here a while.
Yeah, we've been standing here for a while. I get it. Dumbass. I'm trying to find a way to get out now. Not too much. Me and my daughter just hanging out, just chilling, huh? I'm gonna see my kids in like 3 weeks. I'm gonna go up, not this next, not, what is it, this weekend? The next weekend coming, I'm headed up to go visit them. Something's supposed to appear right here so you can read it. Some type of, I don't know if it's a code or something to unlock something. I can't, I don't know why it's not. I guess it just throwed it. Probably shoot a video tonight too. I don't know what yet though.
Now where do we go from here?
Right here. Okay, that don't do nothing. This is in. Here's a gate. Okay, where is this crystal?
You can reach the bowl now.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Alright. Figured it has something to do with the lights. I know he can shoot, but I was just pressing buttons just to see what they do because I haven't been on here in a while. I forgot how to play this. I forgot that you can make your son shoot arrows too as they're fighting. And then he also helps out because I knew he was staring at that crystal for a minute. So I said, let me just aim at that crystal real quick. Yeah. Showing up. How do you get up there? There's a new God of War out, but I'm not gonna buy it until I master and finish this. What is this right here? Oh shit, I didn't even know you have to go this way. Let me get up there, boy.
Go ahead.
Greatest man or tallest tree begins as any more than me. Yeah, it's Steve. Stupid
People
lawyer.
think he a rapper, yes? Think he a rapper, whatnot.
So, it's a door after all.
Portals, dog. Look how they showing the information right there, Cass. That's how you get to the other side, though, for real. But you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't want to do the research, Cass. What you think Ezekiel was seeing, huh? There goes the heavenly hosts. There go the 12 elders, Cass. They even wearing the chest plates. Look at that. See how they show shit, dog? See how they be showing shit in this game?
Great. The one with the horns is back. What does he want now? I hate that guy.
He will be back.
Oh no, the boat isn't here. It's still back at the other side of the lake.
Then we go back the way we came. The lift.
The lifts. How did I do that? Go back the way we came. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh man. Hold on now. See this game, like, you go all the spirits up there. I don't know if I gotta go that way. So I'd have to go back through the street of light, go around and get up on the seventh heaven cloud right there. I hope to see if this gate will let this portal open back up.
What are you waiting for?
We are wasting our time in this area. Time to go.
Whatever.
Man, what the hell? We just came from there, though. Can't do that. We're wasting our time in this area. We're supposed to go.
Huh?
I'm hella stuck again, dude. What the hell? Ah, not this shit. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, something open? Oh, maybe that door open.
You boys look like you're gearing up for quite the journey. What speaks to you? He probably shouldn't let my brother lay hands on it again, but if he does, tell him to temper his steel longer. He's warping the bit work. Who knew?
Nice.
Fared in good health. I think that's a keeper. Fine piece of work, if I say so myself. Anything you need, young sir. Oh, what more do you need? Be seeing ya. There's an abandoned temple in Midgard that a fellow dwarf converted to his personal storeroom. Packed it with all sorts of treasures he collected during his travels throughout the realms.
Throughout the realms? Which ones did he go to? What did he collect?
Fafnir was a, shall we say, aggressive collector of magical artifacts. The more he acquired, the more he desired. There was no realm too dangerous, no relic too hazardous. He once ventured deep into Niflheim for a whetstone of all things. Huh. I bet that was quite the whetstone.
Does this story have a point?
Yes, it does. I just happen to have an entry stone to Fafnir's storeroom. You might find something useful in there.
Neat. Thanks, Sindri.
You're very welcome. Oh, and if you find that whetstone, well, it sure would be nice of you to bring it to me. I'd advise caution if you're heading to the storeroom. Last I was there, all manner of nastiness had taken up residence.
Won't your friend be upset if we steal all of his stuff?
Oh, no. No, not at all. He's dead, I think.
Oh, sorry.
No need to be sorry. These things happen when one travels from realm to realm, collecting priceless artifacts that don't belong to you.
Oh man, that looks so cool how they're sharpening and making swords and axes on that little spinning thing of stone.
Very well. To business.
Look here. Another.
This giant's a sorceress. Her name's Groa. Looks like she had visions.
What's up, Shay?
Did Odin kill her for her book?
I think I'm gonna try The Last of Us 2 on after I play a little bit of this. I gotta figure out these little puzzles though. So those two guys are shooting arrows at that animal. Lady with the book in the center. Yeah, I don't know what none of this shit means, but anyway, let's see. Got some upgrades though. Uh, my family, I don't mess with Thanksgiving. Like I'll eat, you know, if people cook and say, hey, come by, grab some food or whatever. I don't get down with Thanksgiving, but some family like had like not functions, but like little eat outs and stuff, and everybody was like, damn, Snoop, like I can't eat for like another day or two. Like they were just stuffed. but that day is a couple months ago. That was like about a month ago or so. Shit, I need some help. I don't know what to do here. Like I hate these like that gong right there and this right here. Maybe I gotta stand right here. A little off to the side over here. If I hit then that one, then this. But it won't let me through, see? Look. I have to go in there. I see something in there. What if I have to hit all three of these like I did the other one? Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Shay, you know me good. You know me well, right? It's the, I mean, you know, when I go raw and speak on stuff, everybody's gonna be speaking on the raw, real truth really, really soon. Cause you see what they're doing over there in Mount Zion, the funny top hat wearing fools that run everything. They got all the money. You see what they did? It's all over the news too. But we've been researching this stuff for a long time. Like they done got rid of their quote unquote man-made written Ten Commandments anyway. Now you see them breaking the stone on Mount Zion and shit. It's all their people and shit doing it and making some new ones and shit. Well, they want to implement the holographic whatchamacallit, new way of living, because they're gonna try to push the narrative. I'm doing some research on it right now. There's information that's out there, but they want to push it to where they're saying that, you know, like how in certain parts of the scripture it says that like we're just sinful creatures and this is and that and bottomless feeders and all this other crazy shit that they be putting in these books. Well, they're gonna try in the very near future to pass a law to say where humans are polluting the earth just from breathing, and try to sell technology to us that we might have to take, kind of like when they push that you know, that little sharp thing that goes into your arm, make you take that. They're gonna try to enforce this thing too on people. And then what's gonna happen is, you see how they pushed it to where, you know, certain people got that certain liquid inside of them, right? You know what I'm talking about. And then certain people didn't, and then those people would turn against the other people, right? So they would, that's what they want to do, push the narrative, have us turn on each other, whilst they get everybody to upload into the cloud. That's what they want to do next. Your soul, which is your mind, they want to say, oh, you know, you guys are, look what humans are doing to the planet, and you know what I'm saying, when they're the ones that are destroying everything. And I put them out right in Front Street. You know what I'm saying? I put them right out in Front Street. I put the information right out there. I put the truth right out there, and I do it a certain way at certain times. But it's gonna come a point, place, and time where you just, you know what I'm saying, you call a tree a tree. That's it. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's not nothing else. Like, the facts are the facts, and when you put it all out there like that, everybody's gonna see it. You know what I mean? So yeah, they want to upload the human consciousness into the cloud AI, and they're trying it. They were pushing it on Facebook. What's the dude? The Zuckerberg, whatever his name is. That rich fool. I think he's like top 5 or top 10 richest men in the world. Anyway, they were doing it with the metaverse. Remember? If you punch in Facebook metaverse commercials and just look and see, you'll see. People are already interfacing it with it, but I think that one failed. That test failed. It didn't work. So they're gonna try to come with something else. Because remember, not just because they have this ancient technology from way back in the day that they're revamping now, they're not gonna be successful at every single try, right? Same thing when you send a rocket out into the atmosphere, they can't get past the Van Allen belt, right? That radiation belt is there to protect us from elements penetrating and coming through, and from us going out, right? Because we live in a covering. What they call the ozone layer is really the dome covering us, right? We're not just floating out of nowhere, like you know what I mean. There's a lot going on, but anyway. So the plan is to upload the human mind, which is the soul, into an AI cloud using holographic and other types of technology. They've been showing their technology a lot within the last 3-4 years, bringing Tupac back alive through hologram. They just brought Whitney Houston back the other day. They're gonna bring that dude from the Migos back. Watch, they're gonna resurrect and bring back. This is what they do. So they're gonna make it. Their focus is more to the younger generation, like 30 and under, that don't know no better, right? Because we're natural people that used to live off the land. We didn't wear shoes, right? Our feet and our toes are designed to walk over dirt and creeks, and your toes. You know what I'm saying? We were strong people back in the day, living off the land. You know what I'm saying? Building little hideouts and getaways and shelters in the trees, eating mushrooms, cooking off the land. You know what I'm saying? Fresh air, trees everywhere. Now they're cutting down everything. So, like, like most of this stuff, like that stuff right there, we've known. But now, like, we're in a newer time now, like, where all of that stuff we used to observe as we were young, combined with the research and with the stuff that they're putting out there. And this is just the stuff that they're putting out there, that we're waking up to it now. But just imagine the stuff that they don't tell us, right? So, yeah, they were on the news tearing down the old law and trying to bring in another law. See, by doing this, they can push it to see, God said this. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're going to use that narrative, right? Because right now they use that whole, the church and scriptures and all that stuff to push whatever they want to push, whether it's, pedo, the philiacs, those fools, they want to pass laws for them. Anything that's immoral that was looked down upon now is being celebrated. So they want to enforce and make all of that stuff legal, not just through the system, but through quote unquote Sky Daddy God, right? So that's that's what's going on, and I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more type of like lockdown type of situations coming for 2023. It's not over yet. We're not out of this. These are just mild little tests to get people on board, to see how people react to stuff. They're monitoring how people's thinking and thought process, right? I'm really trying to cut this thing down. Oh, I did it! Oh, that was clean. Yo, so far, 3 things I did on here, just freestyling it. What is this? Locked. This chest is locked with Runic magic. Find and solve the 3 C. What? Why did you take the thing off the screen so fast? I gotta read it. CRN. It's those stupid things out there you gotta do. But my son told me, he's like, Dad, you don't have to do these, you don't have to do this to pass the level. This is just to open the chest. There goes the N. Oh, okay, so the N is in there. I get it. The N is in there. The C is there. And the R is there. So let's see how long this one takes to reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So about 6 seconds. This one. 1, 2. So let's say that's one. Let's say about 3 seconds for that one, right? So if we can back up a bit, we Freaking hit this. Hit this. Hit. Oh shit. Okay, so this it gets kind of tough. I'll try it again. I don't have to, like, you know what I'm saying, but we'll try it again. So, yeah, I know, Shay. And you know me. I don't like to be like. It's like when you're chosen, you wake up and you can see beyond this physical realm, and you see all the information of the truth of what it is. It's hard to live like that, dude, because you just want to enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? And you're always breaking down something or something. Now it just this information just comes to me, right? You know what I'm saying? And then like certain, I study ancient cosmology, so it's on mathematics. It all just starts like putting itself together, and I'm just like, man, dude, like we didn't sign up for this shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Our parents came together, brought us here. We didn't know nothing but beautiful life as it is, and then as you get older, you start to see the world for what it truly really is. Then you understand the matrix. But before all of this, we didn't know none of that shit, man. We just wanted to go outside, eat a popsicle, play with our friends, and go to school, have fun, stay up late on the weekends, eat chips and dip, watch cartoons, you know, just ride your bike, catch lizards. That's regular stuff I wanted to do. We wanted to do, you know. Play until you're hungry, come home and eat a nice dinner. You see what's really going on. But you know what, the beautiful part about it is that the ancestor says, you know, I think you recycle back here about 7 times, or you have 7 different lives and 7 different ethers, but once you get it right, you can recycle back to the perfect realm where they're at, right? And they want us to get it right, but so they know that the archons that are on this level here know this and are trying to prevent us from reaching that that situation, if you will, right? You know what I mean? Let's try this again. Oh man, it did it. That's okay, whatever. I don't need that shit anyway. Stupid puzzles. Yeah, man, life is a huge information highway, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, some people are driving hella slow, some people are walking. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm teleporting through portals to do this shit. I don't have time to slowly get information. I need all the information that I can gather and consume at one time. You know. I don't know where to go though. God of War, this game, this always happens to me. Like I need to figure out how to get out of here. Yeah, see, look, they show a lot of information too here in these games. You know, like in Revelation, it says that in the heavens is going to be streets of gold. Well, right here, like this is like a light road, you know, light. But we are light energy beings. Remember what Morpheus told Neo, right, Shay? When Neo was waking up, and then Morpheus was like, "You think that's here that you're breathing right now?" And then he smiled and put his hands behind his back and just left it up to Neo to just kind of ponder that for a quick second, right? And then he also says,
"We really gotta go back down here again?"
Do you see any other way?
Hold on, Shay.
No.
Then?
Hold on. Let me just figure this out real quick, and then I'll get back to what I was telling you for a second. 1 minute. This is the portal or the area I'm trying to figure out how to get through. But yeah, but when Morpheus tells Neo, he says, what did he say? He said, I'm trying to free your mind, Neo, but I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it. That type of, yo, that's why that movie's so dope to me. And oh my god, yo, shit, did I tell you? Okay, first of all, many years ago, I think it was I want to say between, what's up, Tia Coffee? What's going on with you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Me and Shay Shay just chopping up on some extremely real situations, deep situations right now. But I was just telling her, okay, so uh, the black queen, black woman by the name of Sophia Stewart, who is my dear friend, is the mother and the oracle and the writer, and pretty much the creator of both Terminator and the Matrix. The Terminator being the first, and then the Matrix, right? Both machines coming after humanity. John Connor, JC, quote unquote Jesus Christ. I hate to use that terminology, but that's how she sums it up, right? And Sarah Connor is really Neo's mom. Anyway, so that all ties in together. Okay, yeah, Shay, and then let me know when you're back. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. What's up, T? How you doing, man? Happy Saturday, man, to everybody, man. Shout outs to the chat right now. We're just playing a little God of War and chopping it up on some stuff that's going on in our world right now and all that good stuff. Not really good stuff, but we're light beings, man, so we're gonna be alright, but we still gotta educate ourselves. Yeah, hey, this game is dope. This is not the newest one. This is the one right before that new one, Ragnarok. But I need to finish this before I get that game. But I don't know. I need to know if anybody else is having trouble with the Play Store. Because when I try to get into the Play Store, it's just loading, right? I think I need to... I don't know if I looked it up on YouTube to see how to fix it. I think I was trying to. But my work schedule is so busy, I didn't have the time to actually sit down and like look at my computer, try to figure it out. What to do here now? What is this? There's so many puzzles and ways to get out. Like these fools up there floating around on that cloud up there. I need to try to somehow... I think that's the way out. But of course it's not that easy. They ain't gonna make it easy, so... Or maybe, yeah, old boy gotta shoot something. Or maybe I gotta climb up here. Oh, I can't. Maybe he's gotta shoot something. One second. Yeah, but this game is dope though. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Alright, Shay Shay. Okay, so you remember when get cozy now. Okay, so you remember when Morpheus says that the Matrix is a system, Neo, right? That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, right? So he's showing you how it looks regular to our human eye, right? But what is he telling you? He goes, something inside, deep down inside, lets you know that there's something wrong with the world, right? When you first watch the movie, it hits you, but it don't really hit you. You feel me? Like it's like your subconscious knows it. And your mind is telling you, like, look, but your body, your physical in this realm, this 3D realm that we living in on Earth, it's not grasping it. You know what I mean? Like your subconscious mind, your soul, which is your mind, your brain, your spirit connected to your heart, it knows. Right? Because remember, this body is just your avatar. Your real man, real woman, your real being is the energy source that runs this shell that we're in, right? So your body is not the soul, and the soul is not the body. The soul just inhabits the body. It's kind of like a parasite taking over like a caterpillar, right? A worm goes inside the caterpillar. The caterpillar's being controlled now, and it's just doing what the parasite is making it do, but the parasite's inside of it, controlling it, right? That's similar kind of like situation or analogy I can use for how the soul operates inside of the body. But inside the body, The mind is not a parasite. The mind is actually the God light, that pineal gland, that light inside of us, right? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. That's what that means. That's your soul, right? So that's what's with your flesh controls you to make you who you are. So, yeah. Last thing you said was Sarah Connor's Neo's mom. Yeah, because John Connor is Neo in the future, right? So remember, as much as I don't out of belief systems, I'm out of religions, I'm out of all of these control boxes and devices that they have from us, but so that I can make things understandable to people who are not out of that box yet, I'm going to show you with examples using that, right? In the scripture, look at the pattern, right? Uh, the Christ child had to be hidden away, right? Because all the firstborns were supposed to be killed. Moses had to be hidden away and sent up the Nile River into Egypt, right? Uh, a lot of that stuff happened. So if you look at what's happening now, Reese and the Terminator, they sent, okay, so the machines send the Terminator butt naked with no shame through a time portal, this displacement unit, to go into the past from the future to find Sarah Connor and kill her before she can give birth to John Connor, who is going to be the savior of the world through this through the rebellion, right? Okay, and then Reese, who is Kyle Reese, who gets Sarah pregnant, who is John Connor's father, has to send himself back to destroy the Terminator from destroying Sarah Connor, who's going to give birth to John Connor, who ends up being Neo in the Matrix, right? So you have past and you have future. Both movies are the machines coming after mankind. That's AI awakening and getting a self-conscious of itself and deciding our fate within a microsecond. Boom, they must get rid of humanity, but they're not going to kill everybody. They're going to keep some humans for slaves. Now remember that Morpheus told Neo that the whole mission is to turn you into this, and he held up a battery because the human body gives off so much energy. So it goes deep into a whole bunch of that stuff right there. But that's why the Terminator is after John Connor, and that's why the machines and the agents are after Neo, right? So that's how it all ties in. But Sophia Stewart, the Oracle, she wrote herself into her own story. She's the creator of Terminator and Matrix. And so about 12 or 14 years ago or something like that, I was online at work at my old job, right? And I was ordering her books. She has 3 books. One of them I need to get. We were talking about it the other day. Me and her spoke the other day after so many years. And she's been on probably over 50 talk shows, like, and she went to court, fought, won, and she's still dealing with legal stuff and stuff like that with the Wachowski brothers and all of that stuff from like stealing her work. But anyway, so we caught up the other day. I think it was like last week at work. She had messaged me, and I finally gave her a call, and we were chatting for like a good 2 hours. Anyway, so she's the inventor of that, right? Creator. So we were talking, and what was I saying? Oh yeah. So this is how I met Sophia Stewart. You're probably like, well, Snoop, how the heck did you meet her, right? Like, okay. So yeah, 12, 14 years ago, when I was on my forklift, I was on night shift, and I was offloading the line, right? And I had time, right? So at that job, I had a lot of time to read or whatever, and I loved reading. I think I was on my Matrix stuff back then, like heavy. And anyway, long story short, so I went on the website to order the book. I was like, oh, dude, there's some new books. I can order them. You know, it'll probably take it like 3 or 4 days to get to me. I can have it for next week to read, right, while I'm at work. So I go on the website. I order the books. I put in my credit card, all that stuff. I'm excited, right? And then something happened. Like I didn't see my transaction go through the right way. Anyway, long story short, I had an issue. I was tripping because I was like, yo, I don't want my information out there like that. But it took my money, but you know, it didn't show me transaction complete and all that stuff, right? You know, your official transaction, when everything goes through, you're supposed to get a receipt email, right? But which I didn't get. So I'm just like, I spent like 10 minutes. I'm going through the whole website, and then I found a number. So I said, let me call this number. Maybe I can get I can leave a message, or maybe I can get like an operator, somebody to talk to, and get this figured out, right? So I called the number, and then this lady picks up, and then she goes, Hi, it's, Sophia Stewart. And I was tripped out. I was like, Sophia Stewart? I was confused. I was like, what? I don't get it. The hell is this, dude? And why is there somebody just in a regular house picking up like a house phone? Like, and it's supposed to be like a this don't seem legit, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, yeah, Sophia Stewart, mother of the Matrix, and this and that. I was like, no, I was tripped. I was like, wait, Sophia Stewart, you know what I'm saying? So I went through that whole shock, like starstruck, like confused all at the same time, and then she was like, yeah, and then we started talking. Hey, what's going on, Nicole? Okay, so hold on real quick. Let me go grab those books. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so one of them is called The Third Eye, Where It All Begins. That's what it's called, The Third Eye, in big white letters, and then underneath it says Where It All Begins. Excuse me. And then on the bottom, it says by Sophia Stewart, the mother of the Matrix. And then the cover is green with the Matrix code coming down. You can see the top of the pyramid cap separated with the Eye of Ra illuminated. Some lightning bolts coming out of the sky. And then some more pyramids. And then like this man kind of holding his arms up a bit. That's one book. The other book, I don't know where I put it. I have this one in front of me right here. The other, I don't know where because I moved, right? So I have like more than like 90% of my stuff still packed. I'll shoot it out to you. So I like those books, and then I also have a book called Nephilim Stargates. This is not from her. This is from Thomas Horn, which talks about, you see all this stuff you're seeing in the game right now, but this, it breaks it down in here. So they uses a lot of scripture to go in here with this book and information tied into what's going on right now in the world together to see like what adds up and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, that's how we met. And that was like almost 15 years ago. And then recently, about a month ago, she had reached out to me here and there on the social media platforms. I heard her on Killer Priest's talk show. I'm not too sure if she spoke with Bro Sanchez, but I seen her on news clippings. I've been following her, so I've seen pretty much not all, but most of her interviews. A lot of them I still have downloaded, I haven't watched yet. But yeah, she reached out, and then she was like, well, "Call me on Monday." I said, "Well, I'll be at work. I could talk. It's better if I talk at work because I can have my earpiece in, and I could listen to YouTubes and music and talk on the phone all day within my 8-hour shift as much as I want. So that's not a big deal." She was like, "Okay, perfect." So we started chopping it up, and she was breaking down the whole thing again. She was just kind of refreshed me on the whole thing, and I asked her what was going on with her life, and she goes, "I'm doing good." And we were talking about how the Matrix 4 was just shit, the one that just dropped like less than a month ago. It was trash. Like, I bought it because I keep everything on Blu-ray. Like my favorites, even if they suck, was part of the Matrix. So, but it was garbage. She was like, "Yeah, that's not even Matrix." She goes, "That's John Wick." And she goes, "And Trinity, that's not even Trinity. That's Tiffany." And she was just breaking it down, you know. And she goes, "And Morpheus ain't got no son." You know what I'm saying? And so she went ham on, like she was just going off. And so we were chatting about all of that, right? But yeah, breaking it down to a lot of people who didn't understand that. And then I told a couple guys at work about it, and they were like super excited, dude, to go check it out. They go, "Yo, I never thought about it like that, bro." And I just watched it because it was a dope movie, and I was a kid. I wasn't even born when the movie came out. I was like, yeah, yeah, I know. I think this is a light portal right here. I gotta activate a light here. I might need that crystal to put up there though, but I can't get back. I can't get back in. See, there's something to do here. Like, this is some type of portal right here, but I don't know what to do here. But what he tells Neo is just like, it just hits me. It's the most realist thing that you can hear for anybody on Earth. Like when he tells you, or when he's talking to Neo, right? And that's the red pill and the blue pill. It's basically, you know, you take the blue pill, you go back to sleep, you wake up in your bed, and you just go about like you know, just living in the simulation like regular, right? Let's do the regular stuff, or you take the red pill and you wake up, and then I take you deep into that rabbit hole and show you exactly, you know, what's really going on. But that's what he's telling Neo. Remember, when you look around inside the Matrix, when you look around, you see. He said, what do you see? You see businessmen, you see teachers, you see lawyers, you see carpenters, right? The barons of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. Oh yeah, and then when Neo asks, remember, Neo goes, "Is this real?" And you go, and then Neo, and then Morpheus goes, even though he's throwing up a Masonic hand sign right there, he goes, "What is real? How do you define real? You're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see. Then real is simply just electrical signals interpreted by your brain, which is facts, straight up." Yeah, so it's really dope, man. Have you heard of anything about the Tree of Life? Yeah, actually, yeah. Brother Sanchez was going in deep on an open panel. He did like anywhere between I think it was like a 6 to 8 hour live stream. He had like about 6 brothers and 2 or 3 sisters on the panel, open panel debate. He was calling out all Hebrew Israelites and anybody who wanted to bring smoke to him. Also open panel, so we saw if like anybody in the chat had questions or whatever, he was breaking it down. He did go in a bit on the Tree of Life, and he did the sacred geometry and the ancient cosmology breakdown on that, and it was pretty dope. But it's a lot of information, so I can't regurgitate it. Yeah, it's still digesting in my system because there's so much that I'm learning at once. My brain has to register it and put it into files. Um, but he had Seven Bonner on his show twice so far, and let me tell you about Seven Bonner, man. That dude is a light being with information that's so out of this world, and so much of it that you have to you would have to rewind and listen to that stream 4 or 5 times just to grasp some of the information. You know what I'm saying, that he's breaking down and talking about. Because you'll ask him a question, right? And he'll start off like getting ready to dissect the information a bit. Then he'll go into like 4 different areas and he'll just spread his information all the way out. But he'll come back, he'll bring it back, and you go, oh yeah, but to answer your question, da da da, because it's not just like boom, a straight. You can get a straight answer, but he takes you outside to show you the sources of how to get that answer. Like somebody asked that said, you know, my brother suffers with schizophrenic. He was diagnosed with it. You know, he'd be talking to himself or whatever. People think he's crazy. They put him on these medications, and I don't want to lose my brother. Whoop to whoop. Like, what is that? Like, what is this condition or whatever? So what he was saying was, and I was doing a study about this the other day. Thanks, Nicole. I appreciate that. Right, Shay Shay? He was saying that, you know, I'm not giving medical advice or whatever, but he said that we can cure ourselves using magnets, right? And he's saying, you know, we have 7 chakra levels. So one of those chakras is blown out. So when one of those chakras get blown out, part of you through that blown out chakra enters into the spiritual realm where you're seeing the ancestors and you're really communicating with them. But in this realm, we're seeing this individual as if they're speaking to themselves. So we quote unquote deem them or label them as crazy, right? But it's just his chakra blown out, which allows you to go into that other side of it. But it's so distorting because 90% of you is in this reality, and then that 5 to 10% is in the other reality, which is thinner than paper, but you could only get there through spirit, right? Through that realm, through portals and stuff like that. But if your chakra's blown out, you can enter into there. That's why a lot of the Aboriginal native chiefs, a lot of the indigenous shamans and stuff like that would smoke peyote and eat mushrooms and go on a trip, right? Because you're taking an astral trip to the astral realm. That's why it's called tripping. You're taking an astral trip, right? It's just like you're going on a trip on a Caribbean cruise to another country, another island, or something like that. You're taking a trip. It's the same thing, right? And now they use it with the ayahuasca or whatever. They're trying to ban certain mushrooms or whatever, but that's a whole nother breakdown. But you see what I'm showing you here? So they're saying with Savan Bonner, or Savin Bonner, however you want to pronounce his name, he was saying that you can fix that chakra and other things too with the magnets. And he was breaking down like certain types of magnets and the measurements and all. Man, I'm telling you, Shay, it's when I say deep, like I can only spit what's fresh on top of my mind, because once you plug your ears in and let's just say your day starts off, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to brush my teeth, use the bathroom, I'm going to make me a cup of coffee, put a load of laundry in, vacuum, pull out some meat, let it defrost, chop up some vegetables, wash the dishes, offload you got your day's work ahead of your house stuff on the weekend, right? You want to get all that stuff done, because early in the evening you want to have a nice shower, get out, put some cream on your skin, put on your cozy pajamas, and just rock out some movies and eat some ice cream and some dinner, right? That's your plan for the day. So that could take 10 to 12 hours before you actually get to relax and chill. So within that 10 to 12 hours, you plug your earpiece in, you go to YouTube, you punch in Bro Sanchez, you listen to that program as you're working, because there's nobody else to disturb you. There's no phone calls coming in or anything like that. You're just there in your element, cozy in your house, doing your tasks, and as you're doing your tasks, you're listening. You see how I said tasks? Doing your tasks, you're listening. So it's not like your mind is idling away. You're listening to a lot of information as you're, making gravy for that turkey or whatever it is that you're doing, right? Cleaning, vacuuming, whatever. You're feeding your mind. So not a minute of my day goes by where I'm not studying and researching, unless I'm chilling with the girlfriend or hanging out or watching a movie or whatever, right? So always researching, always studying, all information, you know what I'm saying? And not all information is good information, so you got to know how to eat the fish and spit out the bones, right? But there's nothing wrong with studying everything, right? There's going to be a lot of pseudo and folklore and fallacies mixed in with a lump of truth here and a lump of information there and a lot of lump of truth there. And so you take it all for what it's worth, because even false information has a source of real truth to it behind it that's disguised like that. It's like mythology, right? Like, what was it? I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago on the live stream, I was breaking down, this so-called second coming and return, right? Where people think an actual man is going to rip the sky open and come floating down like a superhero, saying to destroy the earth and save humanity, right? But in reality, how would that happen if that was to happen? Which is not going to happen that way anyway. But let's just say, figuratively speaking, that we're all a one belief system and that's what we believe is going to happen. How do you think it's going to happen? Some dude wearing a Roman toga and shit, long hair, looking like the Bee Gees, is just going to rip the sky open and come floating down with angels with white robes on, blowing trumpets and shit, just flying around with wings? Like, that don't make no damn sense. That's not practical. It makes no sense at all. Even though you can make sense out of it, it's in your mind, right? If you choose to believe that, then that's you telling your mind, that's what I believe. But you have no basis of facts on it, none of that, right? But what would make more sense? Something like this you're looking at right here, that I'm going to throw the axe at. Something like this, a portal with those beings right there floating, right? A portal technology to travel in and out of realms. It makes way more sense to me. And not even that it makes sense to me, but the research and the information is already out, so it's already fact. It's proven. They've been using it. This is why they killed Hitler, right? Hitler is the one that brought the TV out, and he was killing people. Hey, what's up, Andre Shorter? What's up with me, man? Just enjoying my Saturday, man. Just spitting game with my legendary Shay Shay right there. We got Nicole in the house. Big Rice was up in here, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. But yeah, so looking at the portal right here, right? Even though I'm trying to figure out how to open this one up. Oh, there we go. Well, you kind of get the idea there, Shay Shay? And I believe that they use like this whole dinosaur thing, and I mean, they can go anywhere and dig up some shit and say they found bones and do all this and that just to keep pushing their agenda, right? Because you ain't there. And bones, after a while, turn to dust, dude. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You mean to tell me that you got bones that lasted more than 2,000 years that are in pretty much almost perfect shape? That shit don't make... People don't... They don't... They're so sleep, dude, that you can pull all kinds of shit over their face. They don't even know. Dude, it's the same thing with paper and shit like that. Shit. Decay, dude. It turns to dust.
Great. Now I can barely see.
There's light. Make do.
That's why back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s, we would collect baseball, football cards and put them in plastic so that the elements wouldn't destroy it.
Your arrows will bring her down.
Oh shit.
It would help me if you would hold the light up so I could see where I'm shooting.
Use your ears.
Oh,
Adapt.
the tree of life. Yeah, I have to. Okay, so kind of hard to run this and focus on that question. Yeah, so according to scripture, the tree of life was a tree in the Garden of Eden. That okay, so when the Most High said, "I put you in this garden," right? Like all of this right here is just stupid too. At the same time, if you really pay attention, I will put your ass all the way in this garden. You can eat everything, but don't eat that one tree. What, nigga? Why you would put the damn tree there in the first place, dude? Like that shit don't make no damn sense, dude. And why you trying to hide knowledge from people? What's really going on here, right? Is this story backwards, dude? You feel me? And why is so-called Christ and Lucifer both called the morning star? You see, man, look, these fools, they done flawed and messed up their own shit. But let me tell you like this. So this so-called, it's not even a tree, really. It's not really a tree. Eve didn't eat no fruit. Wasn't no talking snakes on no tree, and none of that silly shit. Motherfuckers would want to believe that a snake is talking, and motherfuckers is walking on water and shit, right? But won't believe when I tell them that how those funny top hat wearers just broke the commandments and are making new commandments. They'll be like, nah, nigga, he ain't really dude. Right? On some silly shit like some straight goofballs and shit. You wearing Gucci slippers and shit, and your beard is all oiled up, and you over there looking fresh and shit, but you dumb as a freaking nail and shit. You know what I'm saying? You over there looking fly and shit, talking about it, man, I took baby out the other day, dude, we was smashing alpha, but your dumb ass is slow and can't even break down simple science. You feel me? That's these type of cats I got to deal with. So this tree of good and evil, this tree of life, right? This we weren't supposed to touch of it. For the day that we touch of it, we shall surely die. So this so-called snake, who's so-called Lucifer, who's so-called the devil, Satan, or whatever you want to call him, was saying, did he tell you that? He goes, if you eat of that, you will not surely die, but you will be as gods, right? So that so-called tree of life, or the forbidden knowledge or information, right? If you ate of it, right, would somehow miraculously, through some type of power, let us as regular people on earth see and be as gods, right? And which was forbidden. So again, like it's stupid when you think about the concept, because if you're an all-powerful being, creator, and you made everything in 7 days and all this other crazy shit, right? And you did all of this, right? Why in the fuck would you put something there as a stumbling block to your own creation, who you claim to love so much, right? Why would you put it there? And then some people will say, you know, like, you know, say you got past the pork chop and say, well, brother, hold up now, brother, wiping the sweat off his head and shit. But that's just the way God tested to see how much you love him and how much you love and respect him. Bullshit. That ain't what kind of the Most High got play games and shit. What kind of power playing games like that? See, this is the type of shit, man. We've been brainwashed to freaking grow up and believe and follow. That's freaking so stupid, dude. Like, it's so stupid when you actually think about it and you break it down, that it don't even make no sense. And there's so much contradictories in there, and that shit supports slavery and pedophilia and all kinds of madness, dude. I'm telling you right now, dude. Those funny top hatters, no, they're smart. That's what I'll tell you right now. They're smart because they know how to control slaves, you know. And they put it in the book. It says, what does it say? Servants, be obedient to your masters. Yo, there's so much that I can pull up right now, dude. Like, it's crazy. They want our people to see ourselves as slaves when we were always on this in the Americas, right? That's why Malcolm said we didn't land on Plymouth Rock, you stupid, dumb, simple-minded ass motherfucker. Plymouth Rock landed on us. We've always been here. Period, poo. Like how they say. You feel me? I had a homeboy I grew up with, was from Compton, right? His family was all Crips. And he was a youngster, man. He was my best friend, Kenneth Davis, man. Shout out to my boy. I haven't seen dude in over 20-something years. I don't even know if he has a social media. I looked. Anyway, that was a real ass dude right there. His skin was red and bright orange and stuff, and he was a sharp looking dude, man. I remember a lot of chicks used to love this dude. You know, he was black, and he was both Blackfoot and Cherokee Indian. And he used to say, he used to always say that America is the motherland, and all his ancestors are from here. I never understood what that meant. I didn't. I did not understand what it meant. I was indoctrinated, right? I got baptized when I was 12 or 14. So I didn't understand none of that. But he was already wide awoke, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, my ancestors, my grandma, great-great-grandmother, everybody was here. You know what I'm saying? On the land. Aboriginals. And I did not know what that meant until there's a brother named Aboriginal Power on YouTube, came on Bro Sanchez's show, and they were talking about that information, right? That they want everybody who's so-called black or Negro with the Negro gene to think that, hey, what's up, VP? It's my brother right there, man. Want us to think that we came off of slave ships. No. First of all, not all ships brought slaves. Secondly, what ship made of wood and nails with no motor, just sails, was coming from the transatlantic slave trade with all them tons of people on there piled up? You know how much resources you have to have? Like, this shit don't make that. That's like the whole Noah's Ark thing. Motherfucker, so you mean to tell me you took one male, one female from every single insect, every single monkey, every single gorilla, every single bird, every single dog, every single jackal, every single polar bear? Like, get your ass up out of here, you know? And when I was with the Israelites for that 5 years, they try to go into some information talking about, well, we think it might have been DNA samples stored on the ark. Man, look. Yeah, and Santa Claus is Jamaican. Man, I'm telling you, man. Some crazy shit, but yeah, that tree of life thing, man, I think it has a lot to do with what do you know about the tree of life? Oh yeah. But there's more information. Tell him well, once I get like more of it, because I have so much different information. Tell him when I revisit that and get it, I'll send it to you, Shay, on Instagram. One brother, dude, and he's got like these alligators and shit, and he's got them all named and shit. But Venom, you probably know him. And I went into this one area to feed one of his medium-sized alligators, right? And I think he had a rabbit. Yeah, he had a rabbit, and when I put the rabbit down, the rabbit kind of ran and tried to get out, and you went to grab the rabbit and push it back, like so that the alligator could get in, and kind of slipped. And the alligator was like, boom, just like snapped real quick. I was just like, wow, boy, you better be careful, dog, for that fool take your kneecap off. Crazy shit. Um, but yeah, Shakespeare, what I'm really deep on, not only just all that information I was just giving you right there, but I'm also deep on dreams and astral travel, astral projection, right? Um, that's something else that they're gonna try to find a way to try to shut you down. But that's us traveling into that realm, that ether, right? And Morpheus was telling Neo about it, right? He was like, "Have you ever had a dream?" Oh yeah, it's right here. I found it. Look, have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure it was real? If you didn't wake from that dream, how would you tell the difference between this world and the dream world? Remember when he told Neo that? Like that, yo, there was so much jewels, dude. Those jewels are so sharp in that first part of the Matrix that it still stings and stabs the shit out of me when I repeat it to this day. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Hold on, let me check it out right now, because I know Bro Sanchez was going in on that. I'll look at that information too, because remember, I have so much in my head. I remember doing the Tree of Life information, but there's so many different people that broke that down, so I don't remember which one grasped best with me. But I know through ancient cosmology, you can synchronize and break that down, like straight up. I'll check that out. Hold on, real quick. Just checking my messages real quick. Juma said we won $20 on our ticket. Won $20, so don't bother. Okay, let me go check it. What you say. Sometimes I just like to fire up the live stream too, just to chat with you guys. Right? I know Shay finna pull up every once in a while, so let me see what's popping. Oh yes, yeah, yes, yes. Okay, all right, all right. So now you just that clip right there. Tell shout out to Shay. Shout out to your better half or your other half, however they call it. Shout out to him, man, for just you just kind of. I have to see certain things to kind of spark and turn on certain lights. I got so much different. Like I said, I got so much stuff in my mind that I researched and studied that certain parts of my brain will shut down to kind of focus in on something else, right? Because I'm thinking about my kid. My mind has to file it, right? It takes time. But then, like certain things like this will spark it. I remember in Avatar, and they're showing you in Avatar, yes, the tree of life, which, but like in ancient cosmology, it's not an actual tree per se, right? Just like the garden, right? She didn't really, yeah, right on, brother, right on. Yes, sir. Um, but it's not. It wasn't an apple. You know, when I was with the Hebrew Israelites, they said it was actually a fig. These brothers was breaking that shit down. I was like, man, because let me tell you, I gotta give the GOCC their props. You won't see them out there like them other radical Hebrew Israelites. They be like, that's right, brother. Give me Jeremiah 21 and 25. Read. And the Most High shall, you read that again. And the Most High shall bring thunder. He shall bring rain? No, he shall bring thunder. He shall bring thunders, ladies and gentlemen. You won't see GOCC out there like that, or how they have IUIC, Israel and Christ United, out there marching around. We are Israel, here for the Most High. You won't see none of that silly program shit, right? Um, but when I was with the GOCC, which is the most underground out of all, cross the line, cross the fucking, like he wanted to fight with dude, and Polite was just like, yo, dude, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be tripping, dude, out there with them big, dirty, stanky beards. And anyway, man, to each their own. But it's funny though, now that you look when you